Yeah.
And that was January 21. That's when my son was born as well, right?
Wow.
So it was like, okay, you have two choices.
Yeah.
You go, it's like, think about it this way. Obviously, not a kid is not a startup. No, it's the number one priority.
Okay.
It's like priority 0, and then anything else come further down, like 1, 2, 3. So it was, okay, do it or you don't. So for me, I was like, all right, win the game.
Okay. How did you decided to make the move to create NEXTAVENU?
Calling was getting bigger, right? To go and create, creating for others. So that was starting to get bigger. You're always starting.
Okay.
Every day.
Yeah.
You're always starting.
This video is sponsored by Doppler AI. What is Doppler AI? It's like having a data analyst and architect in your pocket. It cleans and enriches your data, builds new fields and objects automatically, and keeps everything accurate and fresh. Just take a CSV from Google Drive, local files, or SFTP, connect it to Salesforce, and in minutes, you've got a full analysis, mapping, and data model. Hit play, and Doppler AI creates the missing fields or objects right inside Salesforce with your clean data layered on top. Sign up at dopplerai.co. The first to join get extra features on their freemium access.
Is it still relevant to have a website as a business?
Nobody knows your website.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. That's full stop.
Yeah.
What I can say about consulting is it's on relationships.
Okay, yeah.
So you got to go find people, talk, provide something on the table, provide a good conversation, a point of view, etc. Right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of years. Build a brand. When you build a brand, then people know your website.
Okay.
But if you haven't spent the years building the brand, nobody knows your website.
Yeah. So no one. How do you evaluate someone that has the mindset to join NEXTAVENU? Like, what will be...
Well, the first mindset for me is like, same as the cavemen were super proactive to go out of a cave.
Yeah.
You got to be top-notch proactive.
Okay.
So you're not waiting. You're always out, curious, looking, hunting, think about a solution, put it on paper, drawing, implement it, play it back, simplify that conversation, that technical conversation. How do we simplify that for different audiences?
Yeah.
You're talking to a C-suite, it's a different language. You don't take a piece of code and show that person.
Yeah.
Talk to a head of marketing, again, different. It's the same solution, but different language. You're just playing with the words.
Yeah. Do you think like in a mid-future, we could see organizations that are fully autonomous with artificial intelligence to reduce the number of humans?
To start with, I don't even love the concept of reducing the number of humans, right? I believe into businesses creating for people.
Yeah.
That's a bit why as well I started NEXTAVENU to give back to people, to create a team, for example, in Mauritius, to do cool stuff, that's the fun, right? Not only to make money, money is the byproduct of it.
Yeah. Hello everyone, today I'm with Stephano Rose. Stephano, like a very well-known Salesforce founder, the founder of NEXTAVENU, a Salesforce practice mainly based in Australia, but also in different locations like Mauritius and all over the world. Nice to meet you, Stephano. How are you today?
Thank you, Arthur. Nice to meet you. It's nice to be here as well. Look, Stephano, I'm born and raised in Mauritius, and I moved to Australia. It's been 10 years now. And today we run a practice of approximately 18 people, spread across ANZ and Mauritius.
Okay. So that's very interesting because we met through like the Salesforce ecosystem. And like the idea of this conversation is to go back on your entrepreneurial journey, but also your technology journey in a way. So if we start from the early age, how did you get an interest in technology?
Well, to put it this way, I think I always loved science. I love mathematics at school, primary school, high school. In Mauritius, I love more airplanes than software.
Oh, really?
And I can remember early days, I was working even in a small bike shops to fix bikes when I was still 12 years old, just to be able to, earn $3 per week, maybe something like that. But I think a few years fast forward, when I was in year 10, so what we call SC or level in Mauritius, I didn't submit my computer science assignment for school. So I wasn't graded in computer science, in fact. And fast forward again a few years after that, when I was finishing uni, when I was trying to get into uni, the easiest way for me to get there was to do anything software engineering related. And also because I was planning to move overseas, either to Australia or Canada. Hence why, to get a PR visa, skilled migrant visa, one of the very demanding jobs were around software engineering. And for that, I had to get back to tech.
And was it like how did you make like the decision that yes, after Mauritius, it will be either Australia or Canada? Was it like your parent that say once you graduate, you have to move overseas? Or how did you come with this decision?
I think not my parents really. We surely had like family living overseas in different places like the UK, Australia. But I got influenced a lot by some friends and family as well, close relatives. The options were a bit scattered, when you grew up, you were from 6 years old to like 15. At some point, we're thinking, all right, is it the UK? And you go play football later when you get to adult age and you go play for a big club? Or is that dream more, you're going to UK and study to be an airline pilot, or Australia, or Canada, or France? So I was always trying to find a way that would get me to some sort of dreams to be achieved. But then it narrowed down to Australia and Canada because, my parents couldn't afford for me to go to uni anyway overseas, barely even in Mauritius. So, the easiest pathways for me were either Australia or Canada from a visa perspective, because they had a clear pathway to like skilled migration visa, right?
I kind of feel it was like your generation, it was very not easy, but it was like as you it was clear how to get there, to get the PR in Australia, and like over the year it's becoming more and more difficult in Australia to get like the PR visa, but as you mentioned, like technology is really one of the best or easiest way, even if technology is hard. So you did all your study in Mauritius to graduate, and then you moved here?
Correct.
Okay.
I studied it at University of Technology Mauritius.
Okay.
And I started in 2009 technically.
Okay.
2008 August, and just sort of stumbled on in newspaper there was a page about University of Tech Mauritius providing and it's called like how do you call that, foundation year. Because I didn't have year 12 to get into uni to start with.
Okay.
So I didn't finish my whole school cycle. So then I saw that was like bang on, I have to get in touch with a uni. Applied, after a few months, like 3 months, things happened pretty quick. So after 3 months, I managed to get in. And I felt like that was the start of something big there. I started turning around my whole situation, and I was like, all right, okay, I'm on the right track now to start building up what's coming up.
Okay. So did you enjoy like the technicality of like an IT university? Like, what did you felt when you were studying over there? Like, what was the feeling?
Look, the first year was a lot of repeat things that I already had done in high school. But the 3 following years, that's where I started the bachelor degree. So there were a lot of new things. I already started a bit of programming before that. There was some kind of small course somewhere in a small center when I went. So I had a bit of basics. But then, it became a bit more, I don't want to say intense because it was hard, but I was shuffling around uni. at some point, at least for the first 3 years, and a bit of part-time work till I managed to get a bit of a scholarship.
Okay, yeah.
So it was actually tricky.
Yeah.
You know, you go to uni, you sleep on a bus in the morning, and you know, holding some classes, I still remember I was like falling asleep still, even. And then you go to work after uni 4, 5 o'clock till like 10. You get home midnight. You open your books for 2 hours. You go back to bed, back again 7.
Yeah.
So
that must be crazy.
Yeah. Well, you got to do a bit of crazy things to get somewhere.
Yeah.
I reckon not for too long though, but yeah.
And did you already had like this dream of establishing a business in the future, or what was?
Well, to come back to it, I saw myself being an airline pilot, not somebody working in tech.
Really?
But surely I could do some of the cool stuff in tech as well. So, look, I got into that journey to be able to go out and then, for example, start flying here in Australia, which I'm very grateful. I did long ago and managed to get licensed, and over the last 4 years, I haven't been flying a lot, but
airplane license?
Correct.
Wow.
And along the way, you know, working in tech helped me to pursue a bit those big dreams. Yeah, but that also changed the fact that now I don't necessarily want to go to work for an airline. And also, you know, years go by, like everybody, right? You try to get a house or do something or do some other projects or help your family. So, and you get tangled into a situation where you got to keep progressing forward with, for example, NEXTAVENU. Yeah. So started NEXTAVENU, and that's the way forward. Up to some point, maybe I will go back flying planes, and I would love to do that in the next 10 years.
But so you got your license to fly airplane in Australia?
Correct, in Australia.
Wow. And
small airplanes, right? Not...
Yeah, but it's still a lot of hours, right, to get it? Like, can you fly them alone?
Yeah, I can fly alone. Wow. And I was, 4 years ago, I was just midway finishing my what we call instrument rating.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
Instrument rating basically allow you to fly in low visibility, more important airports and more important patterns. We call that procedures to get in and out of airports like Sydney Airport, or even like small airports like Bankstown, but basically flying at night, and you add to that bad weather or marginal weather or clouds or low visibility. So all you're pretty much flying, trusting the instrument, and you're not looking outside.
Wow,
at some point in flight.
Yeah. Wow. And imagine like to fly like is it like B-12 or like the American airplane that looks like a triangle? Yeah. This must be crazy.
Well, that's surely, thousands and thousands of hours of training for sure.
And so you went to you graduated and you arrived directly after your study in Australia, or no?
I started work in Accenture.
Okay.
Again, was just to be, how do I fill the a bit the gap when I arrive here. I felt like I needed I felt I needed more exposure, right? And a place like Accenture would surely offer me that. And I joined there. I made great colleagues that I still work with today. Great friends. Some of them are like actually a couple of my very best friends, super close friends that I still see today.
And from what I've seen, you were working there as a software engineer initially.
Correct.
So what kind of technology you were exposed to?
I started with being a Java developer there.
Okay.
Working on most projects were like French-based clients. Java development at that time, believe me, things were still
really.
There's no not everything was developed on a web browser per se. So it was still like all methods, but using a remote desktop connection to somewhere, test the things, and then relog out again. A lot of fun. You learn a lot of very good basics, right? Java development. Prior to that, I was in full PHP full stack, and what we call Linux, MySQL, all that type of stuff, right? So I've been used to be very full tech, I would say,
like
full stack.
And is it still useful in your day-to-day life as a Salesforce entrepreneur to have exposure to this technology?
Look, to be honest with you, and that's the best advice I can give to everyone, the more exposure you have across multi-technologies, the better it is when it comes to architecting the best solutions out there, whether it's only on the Salesforce platform or across and you're integrating to other major ERPs or smaller systems or even point-to-point or through microservices architecture, API-led by MuleSoft or other middleware. So more exposure you have is definitely better. And to add to that advice, I would say anybody who's working as a consultant right now, one of the key skills would be around data modeling, you know, sketching ERD from scratch or thinking about data model, best practices. I feel like this is where there's a big amount of gap.
I think like one of the first time you met, I met you, like you told me a lot about like the like CPOC diagram and this kind of like you know, like to put on paper like the different Salesforce processes. I think like you explained me that this was a key component of a consultant to be able to understand the client request and put it on paper to understand step by step the like the process of ULM.
Any sort of diagramming, like whether it's Lucid Chart or Miro, or but the key basics there is like, if a consultant trained themselves to be looking at any website and think, okay, what's going behind that website? What's that business doing from end to finish? And I'm talking about them as a business, them involving their partners, suppliers, distributors, vendors, the community, the government, how all of that mixed together. Like from somebody clicking on the, for example, Apple website and you're placing an order, and what happens from like the whole chain all across till you get delivered that phone, and you also go back to service it, change it, swap, whatever, upgrade, and that's what people get to practice a lot more, right?
To structure like the processes in a way.
The more you do that, the easier it becomes for you know to have any discussions about any business processes. I feel like across industries, the business processes are just the same patterns, right? I would say maybe 70% of the patterns are the same.
Yeah, that's interesting. And did you like what would be your recommendation, for example, for someone that wants to start his or her career in like technology? Because from my view, for example, I've been working with startup like my few years of work experience, and it was great because you get this huge exposure to different technology because it's small teams, and then you specialize in something more enterprise where you have like the verticals, you know, of technology. So you are specialized in marketing cloud, for example. What would be your recommendation in terms of timing? Like the first year you should be working in a startup and then join, or what would be your view?
Look, if I had to restart again, well, it's a mix of timing and who you meet. Or, you know, what you've been browsing online to find, all right, where is it interesting now to be involved and do some work? Look, if I had to restart it again, potentially I'll go back to Accenture. Or I might find another smaller startup. Where, things are moving faster, but you also learn a lot in startup. But for example, bigger Accenture, I'm very happy I've been there because you learn a lot of like processes, a lot of very key important stuff, right? And
did you, did Accenture, because I saw like you were like Accenture Mauritius and then Accenture like Australia. Did Accenture help you in the process of moving out from a country to another?
I would say to some extent, yes. But obviously you know, anything around visa and stuff, you know, let's put it this way, generally, you know, put that on yourself, do your homework, go find your visa. That's kind of what I've done. And then in terms of applying for a job, it's just use the same pathway. I kept an eye on careers.accenture.com at that time. Every week, I kept browsing, learning, refreshing. on and on and on. And you keep your eye on, and you know, just reach out, like find people, maybe you reach out, and it kind of paid off.
What was it? It was at the beginning of LinkedIn, no? This time, or is LinkedIn was already?
I think no, LinkedIn was there, but LinkedIn was not what it is definitely now, with that amount of posts going around the place.
What was the alternative of LinkedIn to network online? Is there something or not yet?
2015, 2013, there was nothing really.
Yeah,
I think so. No.
Okay. So it was like searching on the job board and you found something. Yeah.
Most of what I was searching was around either some of the blogs that you see online, and then you try to reach out to those guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see there were a few more blogs online before, I've noticed, compared to now. Now they're all like, everything is like on Substack or Medium.
Oh, yeah.
But before that, a lot of people had their own pages, which were pretty cool.
I think it's good. Like, I think, and like with ChatGPT and like the, where it's not like the search action, now like we have the result provided directly.
Yeah.
I think we will have probably less and less blog again, because people don't need to navigate much on, what do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a few startups popping up as, they like ChatGPT combined and web search and also SEO combined together.
Okay.
So when you think about it, that's a bit the direction. So in the next 6 months, potentially use less of Googling to find stuff, and it's all there for you in, for example, ChatGPT or Mistral, summarized well, a couple of links, a few of those thumbnails, pictures that's there already presented.
Yeah.
All comparisons.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's why I was wondering, I was searching a few days ago, is it still relevant to have a website as a business, for your business? What do you think?
Here's the thing, right? If you're selling I think when you start, nobody knows your website.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Let's full stop.
Yeah.
Consulting versus product. Maybe I haven't done a product company yet, but what I can say about consulting is it's on relationships.
Okay, yeah.
So you got to go find people to provide something on the table, provide a good conversation, a point of view, etc. Right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of years. Build a brand. When you build a brand, then people know your website.
Okay.
But if you haven't spent the years building the brand, nobody knows your website.
Yeah. So no one,
Same for Apple.
Yeah. No,
right?
I agree.
So,
yeah.
I think that's the way to look at it. Yeah, same for LinkedIn. So you got to start talking to people, talk to people, do work, fail, recover quickly, keep going, keep failing fast, keep going. And bit by bit, people will start know you, and then drive traffic on your website, your customer stories, organize things like events or whatever. And bit by bit, it's organic. I mean, from my perspective, this is how we've done it.
Yeah, I think I think in consulting, like specifically too, like the base is a relationship, and
it's relationships, people buy with people. Although there's a lot of AI now. AI is there right now to help us save a bit of time.
Okay,
it's not here to cut the people in the equation. That's for sure. Right?
Have you found like some interesting use case about like the AI that you are using in day to day, like at least for like yourself and your team?
Look, there's loads of them, but I think we always want to be a bit careful about it.
Okay.
If you're looking for tools doing, helping out with data and spreadsheets, make sure we're like SOC 2 compliant, for example.
Okay.
There's quite a few. The ones that I would use, well, mostly ChatGPT, really, doing some market research or summarize some sort of rule somewhere, or a bit of forecasting, some calculations. Yeah.
So I think ChatGPT is almost like a must-have, and
I think so.
Yeah. Have you seen that? It would be nice if like everyone like. I think if you start a business like any business, like it will make sense to get license for any member of the team, so that they can like all use ChatGPT, I think it's
it is a great idea.
Yeah.
With obviously proper education and tell people what exactly to avoid doing, right? Especially when it comes to data of your clients and sensitive data.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's there to help people on a day-to-day do mundane stuff, right? So it gives you time for proper creativity. That's a bit harder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. And another question that I had is like when you moved to Sydney at this like consulting firm, did you feel like a difference of culture?
For sure. Look, I don't want to say it's bad or good, but definitely different, right? Different pace of life, different type of clients we're working in. Coming from Mauritius, we're facing mostly French clients.
Okay.
Well, still fast, still a lot of work. I would say also still working some days after hours as well, just to match the time zone.
Yeah.
But being in Australia, different pace. Is it faster? How to say that? Yeah, maybe faster when you have to hop on in and out to different clients, but there we just work in one office, right? And it's every day at the office in Mauritius, for example, which is cool. All your colleagues are here. There's a routine. You come in, coffee in the morning, have a chat, you're on it. And 5:30, 6:30, you're gone. Right?
Yeah, it was a time post-COVID, before COVID as well, no?
Way before, definitely. Yeah, that's 2015.
And in terms of like the relationship with customer, could you, like, for example, give example on how it is different to deal with French customer and deal with Australian customer? This will be very interesting, I think.
Tricky one. Well, for sure, they speak French there, right? No, I'm kidding. Look, in terms of expectations, look, when clients are paying for a project, obviously there's going to be expectations, right? Are they high or not? I can't sense that type of difference. What would be some of the differences? Maybe in the way we govern projects. I would tend to say projects are faster pace in Europe. Compared to here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And culture as well. People would work more generally, again, based on my experience and exposure. People work more that side of the world generally. So would have more overtime hours for, say, to get some stuff done, prepared for workshops, etc.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Something that I've noticed in a way is that how direct like French people can be. For example, like when there is like something that is not working, it would be straight to the point. Yeah. And it's for the best. It's not like in a mean or like
no, it's not.
It's to save time for everyone.
Yeah, correct.
Where like Australia, that is like probably like more Anglo-Saxon culture, will take turn and side to make it like more light. Probably light will be.
And again, it's a case by case basis, I think. And to come back to what you were saying, the differences I think come only on culture. Do you stay more at the office versus there's definitely more flexibility here in Australia compared to, for example, I'm pretty sure than France.
And so after that, after Accenture, after Accenture, I noticed that you were working into like some type of product that are like ISV products. Like it's not ISV, but kind of like
they run on the Salesforce platform. At some point, I was at CloudSense, which was at that time CPQ was starting to be a thing. Really.
Was it a competitor to CPQ in a way?
Yeah, for say there was a few players at that time. There were a few players. Sorry. At that time, Aptus, CloudSense, Stillbricks, Salesforce just acquired Steelbrick at that time.
Okay.
If I remember well. There were others for sure.
Yeah.
Because Salesforce CPQ was not a thing. And obviously now there's RLM, right?
Yeah.
So.
And even the one after that was still a nice
Service
CV.
Max.
I don't remember what was exactly.
Field service.
Sorry?
Field service. Field
Okay,
service management on Salesforce, yeah.
How did you ended up like working for this kind of, I would call it like ISV product rather than an SI consultancy? What was, how different it is and why this choice?
I think I wanted to go more onto smaller teams and where they're actually building products and, deploying that to customers.
Yeah.
And I think that was more to, well, a lot of things happened since I came to Australia, right? And you're just navigating through and you'd be like, all right, you know what, by this time, I would start a company, right? To go on that journey. Because that was a calling. I think that was a forever calling, but it was becoming more obvious over time. So that's why, you know what, I think I need to go a bit more product side.
Yeah.
Just to have a look around a bit, learn a bit more.
Yeah.
Smaller teams, different dynamics. Let's see.
I think it's great. Like also because it gives you like a lot of other exposure than working for a consultancy. Like it's something different, but still in the ecosystem. It must be
still in the ecosystem, right? You're not. Maybe you would miss a couple of like release notes and whatsoever for sure because you're so tangled into the products.
Yeah,
you're working at that time and still involve consulting and deploying those products and serving your customers, right? So
it's like working with customer, but in another way, almost like
correct.
Yeah. Wow. And from that period of time, after Accenture, did you prefer to work as a consultant, as a consultant that implement solution, or working like for a specific dedicated product? What was the? Where did you feel like?
Well, there's definitely good in both, right? I feel like something that worked well for me though is definitely a mix of a structure that you can get at Accenture and a fast pace of a product company.
Okay.
I would tend to say a mix of both.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that was...
They're all good, right?
Yeah. It's like pros and cons. But and after that, you went to work like for a practice, a Salesforce practice. Is that correct? After like...
Then I started NEXTAVENU.
Oh, okay. Directly NEXTAVENU.
Yeah.
And how did you... So there is Ludovic, your co-founder.
He's part of the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys knew each other from Mauritius or?
No, we met in the airport here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So can you?
Well, we met in the airport. We had common friends. We didn't know about it.
Yeah.
That was when that was late 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. So that goes long way too.
Yeah.
And then since then we've been super good friends, and he's been helping me a bit in the background. He was there 2019 when I was starting NEXTAVENU with a website. And
was he specialized in like Salesforce technology back in 2015? No. Okay.
No.
Wow. And so you guys met at the airport, and then
and on a plane, because we had a common friend then on the plane.
It was almost like destiny.
I think so. It was, since then we've been, super good friends. Since he's my best friend. Definitely he is. So
wow. And so how did you decided to make the move to create NEXTAVENU?
Well, calling was getting bigger, right? To go and create, let's call it this way, entrepreneurship, whatever we want to call it, creating for others. So that was starting to get bigger. And two options: either you go and start a product company, which in any case across the years, that's what I do. Every Saturday I love my coffee by myself, just think a bit, just lose myself to get back myself. I call it this way. You're just losing yourself to get back yourself, pretty much. I would say the easiest path at that time was definitely you start a consulting firm.
Yeah.
Obviously, we knew that it would also be hard along the way, but that's the easiest path, because then you can start with a bit of revenue, or you're not starting from scratch, from pure zero, right?
Yeah, and I guess I've heard something is like, if you build like a technology consulting practice, you have like one of two chance to succeed. But if you build like a startup, it might be like one chance on like 10,000. Like the risk is way higher when you build a startup, like SaaS product, for example, compared mostly B2C, compared like to a tech consulting firm. Like that's sure way.
Again, it's when we talk about risk, there is perspective. If you starting a startup, you're going to find and raise money and burn through the cash. Try to get somewhere, try to get profitable, try to get IPO. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of aspect there. Plus also there's years of your life that you're spending doing it, right? With intensity, with the right people to bring on board, and finding the right people is hard. It's just a lot, right? Over like 5-10 years. Is it less risky with consulting? Again, perspective. It's with both sides, you still have, you need people to go somewhere. Right? You can't go by yourself. You need people to go far. When there's people, it always means risk still. You can control maybe a ring fence around you and yourself, but it's hard to control, or do your best, for say, to manage all risk that's spread across a wider team.
That's interesting.
So we need businesses are run by people. Right. You start a business, whether it's a consulting firm or a SaaS startup, you're still going to get people involved. Still going to have people write code, face customer support.
Do you think like in a mid future we could see organizations that are fully autonomous with artificial intelligence to reduce the number of humans?
To start with, I don't even love the concept of reducing the number of humans, right? I believe into businesses creating for people. That's a bit why as well I started NEXTAVENU, to give back to people, to create a team, for example, in Mauritius, to do cool stuff, that's the fun, right? Not only to make money is the byproduct of it. And AI companies now pop up, and they're using LLMs to build code to save a bit of time, but it doesn't mean it's easier, right? You still need time to check the code and fix it. So you're still losing time in some way. You're getting faster for sure, but now we see an acceleration of that, definitely. What can we see soon is like we seeing more businesses that would just, if they were taking 10, 100 people, there'll be 10 people running it. There'll be loads more of them, definitely.
That would be very interesting to see, I guess. And I saw you organize an hackathon about Agent Force, and I saw on LinkedIn the photo.
Our team has done that. So we've trained about 40 people last week at University of Mauritius, and this week on Thursday we gonna be doing hackathon. And some other cool stuff that are happening in the next few months, but at least we wanted to start there. So that's a premiere, I would say, for like uni students who to start with. Most of them never heard of Salesforce, doesn't know how it works.
Well, that's amazing. And also, like, I guess, like the university that you were a student at, they really must be like proud of you in a way that like one of the students like bring back some knowledge.
To correct you on that one was that one is the second uni. It's the largest one. I was at a smaller one. I wish I could do it at the other one as well. Well, we're trying. Right. So definitely.
Well, it still bring back a lot of positive and knowledge. So
for sure. The other one, the uni I went, I had a chance then to present our team a couple times, like an alumni talk.
Yeah.
And I'm doing another one in July.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Agent Force and other cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that must be like really interesting. Like, what did you hear as a feedback from the student attending like the class about Agent Force?
Look, a couple of things, right? They want to play more with Data Cloud.
Yeah.
They want to look at Service Cloud Omnichannel and other stuff. They want to go wider. They want to touch Commerce Cloud. They they want more use cases.
Yeah.
Proper business use cases, like proper problems that are happening out there in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think like an idea of, but it's already existing, but it could definitely have like some university specialized in Salesforce product. Don't you think this will be a sort of like good business model to have like, for example, a university in Sydney that train like people on 3 years about Salesforce or even less?
Look, the Salesforce ecosystem and when we talk about Salesforce, it's not only Salesforce in an enterprise or SMB business, right? There's many more. There's a lot of tech, there's a lot of business process, change management, etc. So definitely having courses that are purely focused around Salesforce. Yeah. You know, I feel like there've been a place in Europe that launched a program like that.
Okay.
Where I would love to see it more though is, you know, around the year 12 or like HSE, in high schools. That being taught from high schools. Okay. That would even be better. You know, no need to wait for a uni. Because if we think about it now, all the kids are digital natives, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And when I look at some of our team members, the type of code we're writing, and if we skip like, you know, vibe coding or whatever, the type of code they're writing and the APIs they're playing with, man, I look like they look smart. I look like stupid.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
So yeah.
So you think it would? Yeah, that would be a good thing, I think, and it would be a nice way to educate them, themselves with like real business use case.
Real business use case, right? Because you know we're spending all those years going to uni. Yeah. We get out of uni, but we're still not exposed to industry.
Yeah.
And then it takes us time to get exposed and ramp up. Yeah. But if that could be done before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's true.
We have the means to do it today, right?
And did you feel like what was the hardest part of kickstarting NEXTAVENU? Because I guess like
the hardest part.
Yeah. What do you think from your memory? What will it be? What was it?
Well, the hardest part is to say yes. But if you have the yes in you, then you're just going.
Okay.
Right. So, the real hardest part maybe for me was like, I didn't know how to reach out to people. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll rephrase that. I love talking to new people, but not necessarily, okay, who do I reach out now in the ecosystem to go talk about work? Yeah. You know, you hear a lot of people talk about go-to-market or like marketing, you know, do business development or being a salesperson. Yeah. You'd be like, hey, what those guys doing in their day-to-day? You got no clue till you started doing random stuff. Reach out to people you don't know. Reach out to this one and this one know this one. And you keep building up on that.
Okay, I understand. And it feels now because like I see you like pretty much every day, like in the space over there. Like you spend a huge amount of time on sales meeting and on like managing like the team. So it's more like I kind of feel like your profile now is really like 360 across each function of the business. Do you feel is that correct or what do you think?
Yeah, well, yes. And also, you know, it when people tell you delegate, it also takes time to delegate, right? You can't just do that overnight. Yeah. So across the last few years, you know, as every company, you have to go through, you know, cycles, failures, and you stand up again and you keep going, building up your team. Yeah. But the most important thing is, you know, you try avoid making kind of the same mistakes like 5 times when you go.
Okay, I understand.
You are using the learnings of before and you play it back often to the team. Play it back in some role plays, like the consequences. So you gotta equip your team a lot. So in that game though, like delegating means you empowering bit by bit the wider team. And some of the closer leads so that they can actually, you know, it becomes more efficient for you, for me then and the others to operate and keep, let's say, the value for our customers and keep working with, you know, partners at Salesforce.
I understand. Like to be focused on where you bring real value.
Real value, exactly.
And how did you learn to delegate? Like, because I understand the concept, but like if you had like some, as you mentioned, like step by step,
step by step. It maybe, I don't know. For me, one thing that's working now is to put some very strict deadlines with yourself to say by that time, you know, you would have let that part go, but that person then should have. It works like a transition. Maybe think about it. It works like a balance. You just make it move one side to the other slowly. Yeah.
I understand.
But you have to execute on it and you measure bit by bit how far you're reaching, like every 2 weeks, every week. Yeah, you have to work on some sort of timeline. It's a project in itself, maybe. Anything you have to delegate is a mini project.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I guess it's a bit like like onboarding a new member in a team. I guess like you don't give everything at the first day. Like it takes time to
onboarding a new person again, even recruiting new people. So I would still be involved into the first calls for you know, anybody we're recruiting in the team, whether it's here in Australia or in Mauritius. I'm still running the first calls and then pass over to the team, vet, pass over.
And like in Mauritius, like there is only a few hour difference with Sydney, I think. Like it's 3 hours, no?
No, it's not. It's technically 6, 7, yeah.
And so how do you become like successful at working with a team located somewhere else?
Overlap hours in the afternoon.
Really? Yeah. Is there like any tool that's really helped to synchronize all the... No
tools really.
Yeah.
The tool really is precise communication. Concise, sharp. That's the tool. And like using the fact that, you know, between, for example, 2 p.m. Australian and 5:30, 6, they're like your overlap hours. And then if need be, you know, a call at night would also help. But the night time, I would potentially put them on different sort of activity because like, you know, school pickup, come home, do family time, and then do some more work. Or, you know, you mix all of that. It's a constant juggling act.
Wow. And something that I'm interested to know is that, so you have like a son?
Correct. 4.5.
So did you get him before or after starting NEXTAVENU?
After starting, but the brain was really starting in January 21. So January 21, technically, you know, that was the time when that was the real start, I call it. So when you're doing it, you do a bit of contracting. I don't call it you running a business. But when you start properly with like, now you don't have no major revenue. And you're going to find your first clients. And that was January 21. That's when my son was born as well, right? So it was like, you have two choices. You go, it's like, think about it this way. Obviously, not a kid is not a startup. No, it's the number one priority. It's like priority 0, and then anything else come further down, like 1, 2, 3. So it was, do it or you don't. So for me, I was like, all right, win the game. Both are running alongside.
So it gives you like extra motivation to succeed at
the extra
business.
Power. I think, I don't want to say that this way, but I felt like I always had that drive, the fuel, the fire. So touch wood, it keeps going on. You know, it keeps burning. So
And did you feel like you have run this business like NEXTAVENU in a different way? Would you have run it differently if you didn't have your son?
Hard question. Would I change the situation now? No, I don't want.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But would it be different? It would be different, but I don't know in what aspects. I know scenarios, but I don't know which one would be.
Okay.
Because other parameters would be different too, right?
That's
like
true.
The whole universe parameters would be different. Would there be COVID? Would there be... No, look, I would surely have more time, but having more time doesn't make you more, bring
better.
you more of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a higher chance of like being burnt out because there's nothing to come home to.
Like escape. Yeah. Wow.
So.
And do you feel, that's interesting. And because he's growing up right now, is there like any value that you've learned from running your own business that you try to teach him, for example? Or is there any relation that you have learned by running the business that you would like to see him?
Keep learning.
Oh, really? This is very important.
Don't take an answer now and that's it. If somebody tells you 1 + 1 = 2, don't sit on it.
Yeah.
Just go find out why.
Yeah.
Go deeper.
Yeah. That's a very good...
go deeper. Why is 1 + 1 = 2? Just go deeper. Go find out. Why do we define that this way, right?
Yeah. So like to be curious.
To be curious. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
Maybe the way I like to think about it is like, thank yourself for the journey, but also put a bit of pressure for you kind of running late. Or maybe the wrong way to say it, but yeah. You're always starting.
Okay.
Every day.
Yeah.
You're always starting.
So starting a new learning journey every single day.
You're always starting.
Yeah.
The beginner's mindset, they call it, but you're always starting.
Okay. Yes. So this comes back to not be too comfortable easily in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to. It's not perfect, right? But yeah, try not to.
Yeah, that's interesting. And wow, so do you feel do you think you will create a Salesforce practice in the future, or do you have anything you would like to see him? I'm thinking, for example, a football player like Cristiano Ronaldo. I guess you would like to see some
Well, I would like to. I can retire early. He can buy me the private jet. Super easy. I can fly too. I'll be happy to be a pilot for him. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Time to time, I just take him see planes. So if he goes into aviation, I'll be...
Yeah.
In any case, whatever he chooses, I'll be supporting him.
Yeah.
Right. I'll hopefully do the best I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer, actually.
Whatever he would love to do, I'll be supporting it. Right.
And do you think for NEXTAVENU, I was wondering, are you specialized through your experience from before? What are the different aspects where you specialize at this stage?
You mean different clouds or?
Yeah, clouds.
Look, we do a fair bit around field service,
okay.
I would say. And then some other regions include, similar field service and auto industry, for example.
Okay, sounds good. And if anyone that watched this video would like either to get in touch to work with you or to join your team, how can they do that? LinkedIn?
Super easy, right?
So Stephano Rose or NEXTAVENU on LinkedIn?
Yeah, on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Just reach out on LinkedIn. I think where we're heading now is, I feel a lot of consultants would have to turn more into data consultants.
Yeah.
More get smarter around data.
Yeah.
Algorithms. I feel like even non-technical people, with what's happening with the fast pace of AI tools popping up every day.
Yeah.
The world is demanding us to be a bit more technical now. Yeah.
So your recommendation would be for all of them to get used to with the basic concept of like AI and
engineering. Yeah, correct. Elon Musk as well talk about it all the time. Right?
Really?
He talks about it, like about engineering.
Everyone should know about it.
Yeah. Correct. Like it's key, right? In anything we're creating every day.
Yeah,
it's important for any conversations, whether you do sales or you do, you're setting up flows, or you're setting up Agentforce, you're setting up an integration flow, you're modeling data.
Yeah. Everything that that is structuring like a business at the end of the day.
That also helps to be technical.
I think it's a very good base to have.
It's a good skill set.
Yeah, and so I think if you had like a last like recommendation, like what it would be for a young consultant to learn like the skills of Salesforce and to join your team. Like for example, how do you evaluate someone that has the mindset to join NEXTAVENU? Like what would be
well, the first mindset for me is like same as the cavemen were super proactive to go out of the cave. You got to be top-notch proactive.
Okay,
so you're not waiting, you're always out, curious, looking, hunting. The first one. And if I go to the next step at tech skill whatsoever, so like go hard on data modeling, go hard on understanding database concepts, because it's still be used today heavily. Play with technical tools, go out there, just be curious at the end of the day, right? Keep learning stuff, keep touching stuff. Keep signing up to a free account somewhere of an API and try it. That's the time of mindset. The attitude is more important than, what you have already on paper at the end of the day.
And I guess by doing all this kind of project and testing and trying, that's how you build your portfolio in a way as well.
Yeah, technically you build your portfolio, but also how easy it gets to, think about a solution, put it on paper, drawing, implement it, play it back, simplify that conversation, that technical conversation. How do we simplify that for different audiences? You're talking to a C-suite, it's a different language. You don't take a piece of code and show that person. Talk to a head of marketing, again, different. It's the same solution, but different language. You're just playing with the words.
Wow, that's already...
You play with words, right?
That's a very impressive solution.
That's, well, again, practice.
But I feel it's like an advice that salespeople gives, but also it works in any kind of role at the end of the day.
Any kind of role.
Well, I think it's been like an hour that we speak. So it was great to like receive your advice and like to get to know you. So thank you so much. And
my pleasure.
It was great. Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Look, you learn from others and you keep sharing it across. It's like a chain. You learn from others, you share it to your team. At the end of the day, we're all a node in the big mesh network, I call it.
So thank you.
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you.